Hey there, coffee lovers. Welcome back. You know that magical moment when you take your first sip of coffee, that warm rush, the smell, the little spark that says, okay, now I can face the day. We all love it. Coffee feels like a friend. Reliable, comforting, energizing. But here's the question. No one really asks, what happens inside your body when you drink coffee while you're stressed? Does it calm you down or secretly make everything worse? Stay with me, because in the next few minutes, we're diving deep into what really happens between caffeine, your brain, and your stress hormones. And by the end of this episode, you might look at your daily cup in a whole new way. The science behind that first sip. Let's start from the beginning. What actually happens when that caffeine hits your bloodstream? Within just 15 minutes of drinking coffee, caffeine starts blocking a chemical in your brain called adenosine. Normally, adenosine's job is to slow you down, helping you feel relaxed and sleepy when it builds up through the day. But caffeine steps in like a rebel. It locks those adenosine doors so the sleepy signals can't get through. The result, you suddenly feel awake, alert, and unstoppable. At the same time, caffeine gives your adrenal glands a little nudge, telling them to release adrenaline, the fight or flight hormone. That's why your heart beats a bit faster, your pupils widen, and your body feels ready for action. Sounds great, right? Energy, focus, motivation. But here's where things start to twist. When stress meets caffeine, imagine this. You woke up late. Traffic was terrible. Emails are piling up. You're already stressed. Your body has naturally released cortisol and adrenaline to keep you alert and ready. Then, you reach for a big cup of coffee to power through. But caffeine doesn't know the difference between I'm just tired and I'm under pressure. It boosts the same hormones your body already released from stress, doubling the signal that says something's wrong. Stay alert. Your heart races faster, your breathing quickens, and sometimes you even feel that faint shaking in your hands or a little tension in your chest. That's your body saying, hey, we're already stressed out. Why are we adding fuel to the fire? What feels like energy might actually be your nervous system going into overdrive. The hidden side of the coffee high. For a while, you feel amazing, alert, productive, full of focus. But after about 2 or 3 hours, the caffeine starts to fade. Your body has burned through its temporary boost, and now you hit the crash. You feel drained, your concentration drops, and, ironically, you start craving another cup. That's where the trap begins. Coffee gives you energy, then takes it back. And when you're already stressed, every crash feels heavier because your body never really got a chance to rest in the first place. Why coffee can make anxiety worse. Here's the deeper part most people don't know. Caffeine doesn't just increase adrenaline. It also blocks GABA, the brain's natural calming neurotransmitter. That means while caffeine is making you alert, it's also silencing your body's relax button. And if you're someone who already feels anxious or restless, that's like turning off your brakes while pressing the gas pedal harder. Research shows that people who drink more than 400 ml of caffeine a day, that's roughly 4 cups of brewed coffee, are far more likely to experience anxiety, heart palpitations, and even panic attacks, especially if they already have high-stress lifestyles. But here's something interesting. How coffee affects you depends on your genes. Some people metabolize caffeine fast. They drink espresso after dinner and sleep like babies. Others process it slowly, so caffeine lingers in their system for hours, keeping the body wired even long after the buzz is gone. If you're the second type, even one strong cup can be enough to push you into anxiety mode without you realizing why. Dud. The cycle of stress, fatigue, and coffee. Let's talk about the loop most of us get stuck in. You're stressed and tired. You drink coffee for energy. Caffeine wears off. You crash. You feel even more tired. So you drink more coffee. It feels like coffee is helping. But in reality, it's draining your natural energy reserves. It keeps your stress hormones high all day, messes with your sleep, and tricks your body into thinking it's okay when it's actually begging for rest. And when you wake up the next morning, feeling exhausted again, what's the first thing you reach for? Exactly, another cup. That's how caffeine quietly becomes part of the stress machine instead of the solution to it. Dud. The bright side. Coffee isn't the enemy. Here's the good news. Coffee isn't bad. In fact, in moderation, caffeine has some real benefits. Improved focus, better metabolism, even a lower risk of certain diseases. The problem isn't the coffee itself. It's the timing. If you drink it when your body is calm, rested, and hydrated, caffeine works with you. But if you drink it when your body is already on edge, it works against you. Try this experiment for a week. Don't drink coffee first thing in the morning. Wait at least 60 to 90 minutes after waking up, when your natural cortisol levels start to drop. Notice how much more balanced and calm your energy feels. And when you're really stressed, swap your coffee for water, matcha, or herbal tea. Even taking a few deep breaths before sipping can help your nervous system relax enough to actually enjoy it. Dud. Conclusion and call to action. So, next time you're sitting there, hands wrapped around a hot mug while your mind races, take a pause. Ask yourself, am I drinking this coffee because I'm tired or because I'm stressed? If it's stress, maybe what you really need isn't more caffeine. Maybe it's just a breath, a stretch, or a short walk outside. Coffee can be your best friend or your worst enabler. The difference lies in the moment you choose to drink it. If this episode gave you something to think about, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who can't live without their daily brew. Thanks for listening. And remember, sometimes the best energy doesn't come from caffeine. It comes from calm.